Hello, beautiful people. Happy Wednesday and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I am feeling great. I'm looking great. It's just a good week. It's a good week. So today I wanted to come back and do a little bit of natural hair 101. Listen, y'all, every time it starts to cool down, the air starts to get crispy, all of that good stuff, the influx of the same question comes in every single year. And that is, how do I increase moisture? How do I keep my hair hydrated during the winter months? And oftentimes we get answers to those questions that are completely antithetical to keeping moisturizing the hair, getting hydration, and also are just keeping your hair dry. So today we're going back to basics because y'all need to wash your hair. So today we're talking shampoo basics. What's the difference between a moisturizing shampoo, a clarifying shampoo, and some of my favorite products, as well as like method, all of that good stuff. Even if you don't need this video, this is a good one to save in your YouTube Bible because people still don't know how to wash their hair and keep their hair clean. And so we're gonna go through all of that today. So if you are interested in getting all of the foundational resources to keep your hair nice and juicy and fresh during the winter months, then just keep watching. All right, before we get into it, y'all already know, she smells good. I look like I smell good today. I ain't even gonna hold you. Today, I did a little combo that like Eats was not ready for it. I have been singing the praises of the Delicate Fox whipped botanical body butters for a hot minute now. This is in the salted caramel cacao scent. I need to get more of these because they're so good. Fragrances are phenomenal, but this is like the perfect salted caramel with like a dash of chocolate. It's not overly chocolatey. It's not like a sickening, punch you in the face type of scent, but I just thought that this would go really, really well with the fragrance that I'm wearing today, on top of the fact that it's keeping me nice and glowy. And it is the 100% perfect, most stunning complement to Montale's Ristretto Intense Cafe. I'm sure y'all have heard of Intense Cafe before. It is like a staple in the fragrance community, but I actually prefer the Ristretto version. I'm a coffee lover. I love coffee fragrances, and so this one hits that sweet spot of being almost slightly oudy with this really pretty rose and this well-rounded coffee and caramel that lingers throughout the wear of the scent. My only gripe with this fragrance is this atomizer, because it'd be struggling a little bit, but I love this so much. It is just so beautiful. It's sweet, it's feminine, it's everything. It is literally everything. So if you have been interested in this fragrance, I highly recommend it over the original. It's so good. I have a nice little like blocked off section of products to share with you guys, but let's go ahead and get into like what these products are, what they're supposed to do, and methodology as well. So let's talk about clarifying shampoos first. And we're just sticking with clarifying and moisturizing because once we get past the clarifying and moisturizing, we're going too far into the marketing of it all and not just the very general basic purpose of it all. We tend to overcomplicate things in the natural hair community, and I have no intentions of doing that today. So today we're just talking about clarifying shampoos and moisturizing shampoos. We're going to talk about clarifying first because in any situation, clarifying is what you're going to do first. So let's talk about this first. When do you clarify? I prefer to clarify once a month. You don't want to over clarify your hair. You can cause unnecessary damage and unnecessary dryness if you are over clarifying your curls. Times where I would clarify more than once a month. So for example, lifestyle. When I used to work outside, when I used to have a job literally working in the field, driving tractors, digging up dirt, around a lot of pesticides and things of that nature, there were times where I would absolutely have to clarify my hair more than once a month. That was out of necessity in my lifestyle. But on a regular basis, even with my like current workout routine that I've been amping up and things like that, I only need to clarify my hair once a month unless I do something to it that requires that stripping of the hair, you know, things of that nature. You need to clarify at least once a month. When you clarify, you are always going to follow that up with a moisturizing shampoo, and we will talk about those later. Now, what do clarifiers do? Clarifying shampoos are going to be shampoos that are stripping the hair of those oils, buildup, whatever is on your hair that you don't want to be there anymore. So that moisture, hydration, so that that water can actually do its thing, right? And so all of these oils and butters and gels that we use, at some point, all of that needs to be clarified off so you can start with a nice, healthy foundational base, right? When you're looking at clarifying shampoos, they're going to be honestly really simple. Some of them may have additional extracts, things like that, but they're going to have those strong clarifying ingredients to help remove everything from your hair. Okay, so let's talk about some of my favorite clarifiers. These are all clarifying shampoos that are very effective, but are still going to be gentle on the hair. They strip product. They strip product. They get the hair clean, okay? They get it clean, but they do what they need to do. This is one that I think I'm always going to just shout to the rooftops. It's one of my favorite clarifiers of all time. And I actually haven't opened this one because I'm trying to use some things up. But this is the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight. I don't know if they still make this version anymore. They sent this version over to me along with like a backup of the regular aloe one. But I wanted to go ahead and get this one out of the way because I recently emptied the aloe one. And this is so perfect. This is a water to foam shampoo, and this one is their rose water scent. This right here, it's so effective. It is incredibly effective. You don't need a lot of product to do what you need to do. And I love that you have that targeted applicator as well, so you can get right into the scalp, directly into those places that you need it. This foams like a dream, foams like a dream. And when you rinse it out, your hair is going to feel super duper clean. That's how you want your hair to feel. It needs to feel super duper clean. I think a lot of us are so not used to the feeling of having clean hair that we associate the feeling of clean hair with being something bad, and it really isn't. This is one of those shampoos that I think kind of eases that process for me. It glides through the hair beautifully. It lathers up like a dream. It just makes the hair feel amazing, and it gets everything off. This kind of replaces more like harsher clarifiers for me, like the Trader Joe's Tea Tree Tingle. Like that is one that I pick up if I have like something seriously crazy in my hair. Like that one it hits different. This to me is what I use now as someone who doesn't need something like Tea Tree Tingle in my life. But I will say, if you feel like you really need a heavy clarifier, go to Trader Joe's and get you some Tea Tree Tingle. But this stuff to me is just as effective. It lasts forever. It's at a great price point as well. One thing that like y'all gotta realize, outside of like being a content creator, if it weren't for the fact that I like did this, like I had this job, I would not have all these clarifying shampoos. I would probably only have maybe 2. And one of them would be this one. You don't need a bunch of clarifying shampoos. It's gonna take you forever to get through them, but this one is a phenomenal option. What I love about the way that like product formulation has evolved, I would say over the last like 5 to 6-ish years, is that we have brands that really are giving us the type of cleansing that we need, but are also delivering them in ways that make the hair feel really, really soft, that keep the curls popping. Like you can see the difference when you use them. All 3 of these do that for me. The first one is the She Scented Apple Nectar and Rosemary Follicle Boost Shampoo. This is one that I would consider a clarifier. This has extracts. This features a lot of essential oils in this. And those are there for like those scalp benefits. This gets the hair super duper duper clean. It just makes your head feel really, really fresh without leaving your scalp feel like it's just straight up whistling. This gets the hair so clean, and it still leaves it very soft as well. I find this one to be really nice on the scalp. I also love, as my clarifier, I also love to use the Plum, Nectar, and Agave Curl Perfection Shampoo. This is one that I'm working on Use It Up. It was in my recent Use It Up video, and I love her. Like, I don't even know how long I've had this at this point. That just tells you how little, like how little product you need. This one is from their Plum, Nectar, and Agave collection, and this is another one that is extremely, like, potently cleansing, but it also leaves the hair feeling just rebalanced in a way. And so using this lately, these last like 3-ish months, when I clarify, I've been using this and then going in with a moisture shampoo after. And when I tell you, the feeling is like out of this world. There's nothing like it. If you haven't experienced that feeling of using a really solid clarifying shampoo and then going in with a really beautiful, well-made moisturizing shampoo, like it hits different in the way that the hair plays when you're styling. The lasting moisture that you can achieve just from having a really clean foundation. This has been one of my favorites for a very long time, and it will always like just continue to be one of my favorites. It's one that I will repurchase over and over and over again because it is such a solid product, such a go-to product for me. And the way my hair feels after using this, getting a good cleansing session in, and then deep conditioning, don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. Another one that's in the same vein as the She Scented ones is another one that is like astounding, out of this world, so good. And I think for someone, if you are someone who was afraid of clarifying shampoos, I think that this is a really awesome place for you to start. And that is the Nature's Little Secret Lemon and Rosemary Clarifying Shampoo. And this is just, y'all know, to me, Charnay always hits it out of the park. Like, every time she comes out with something new, every time she works on her formulas, like, it just gets better and better and better. She really just, she's in her bag. She's in her bag. This is one of those products that to me, I was like, girl, who was making this with you? Like, did you have Peter, Paul, and Mary and them in there when you made this? Like, I just need to know, because it's that good. This is a clarifying shampoo that leaves your hair feeling so soft. Not a lot of clarifiers do that for me, but this one does. It leaves the hair extremely clean, and you can feel that there's nothing left behind, but the curls do feel softened, and the way that they pop after you rinse this out. This is another one that has really great ingredients as well. You have those heavy cleansers right at the top. This one uses sodium C1416, alpha olefin sulfonate, and cocoa betaine. But there's also like a little bit of aloe in here as well. You have that lemon and rosemary infused into this formula as well. And it's just so good. Every time I use it, I'm just like, girl. This is another one that I could buy this and have this as my like only clarifier, and I would be happy. I would be very happy and very satisfied. This says that it delivers ultimate cleansing while caring for your scalp, and I agree. This makes your scalp feel fresh without, like I said, having it whistle. If you don't like that feeling of your scalp whistling, this won't do that. But it also makes the hair, like the curls, just feel fresh and revived, super duper clean, and ready for your next step. I love her. I love her. I love her. Highly recommend, especially if you're looking for something from a small business. Yeah, She Scented, Nature's Little Secret, and of course, y'all already knew this was gonna be up in here. If you didn't know, you should have known, because this Adwoa Beauty Blue Tansy Clarifying Shampoo. I love her. Love her down. This is another one that I'm just like, I'm probably not gonna go through this until I have like a few extra gray hairs in my head. Like, it goes such a long way. The foaming action on this is crazy. This is part of their strengthening collection. So this is their clarifying shampoo, but it says it strengthens and repairs. And this is also safe for damaged and color treated hair as well. Pretty much all of these cleansers that I'm showing you have a lot of the same like cleansing agents, those detergents in common. So like the sodium C14, 16 olefin sulfonate, cocoa betaine. This one uses decyl glucoside as well. But then you also do have like the blue tansy, little slippery elm, bamboo extract. There's some protein in here. So these are all ingredients that are just going to aid in the slip of the product. And then this one, while it clarifies, it does have some strengthening properties in it as well. And so that's where, like I mentioned before, that marketing comes in, right? We're keeping things cohesive within a brand and a line, right? But at the end of the day, this is a clarifying shampoo. It gets your hair crazy, crazy, crazy clean. There's no leave behind on it whatsoever. You have a super clean but still soft base, which I really enjoy with this product. Like it's so good. Like right here, these products that I'm showing you are literally like the sweet spot, like motherland of clarifying shampoos. If you want something that is going to make your hair feel still soft, not super duper rough. If you're afraid of clarifying shampoos, I got you. But I will just say, I don't run from a stripped feeling. Sometimes I need my hair to feel stripped down to the bone. If you have worked in an industry where you have to get dirty, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I have lived many lives, y'all. I ain't been on this earth long, but I've lived many lives. And then last but not least, this is like a newer addition to my clarifying collection. I say that like I don't have other clarifying shampoos that are brand new and I haven't opened yet. But I think I picked this up around like an Affordables week. I want to say Affordables week last year I picked this up. And I love me some her. So this is the As I Am Rosemary shampoo with rosemary biotin, phytosterols, copper tripeptides, and melatonin. So this is another one that is also infusing ingredients that are targeted to really helping to nourish the scalp along with those clarifying properties. This is another one that has that cocoa betaine, quite a few different good detergents in here. But then there's like rosemary, peppermint to really help with that feeling in the scalp. This is one of those that's gonna make your scalp whistle. Like she's gonna whistle. Yeah, like that Flo Rida song. Yeah, she's gonna whistle. So just so you know, don't say Breezy didn't tell you, okay? But it does feel really, really good. But if that's something that you really don't like, or like your scalp is easily irritated by essential oils, this one is one that I would like stay away from. I would also say like if you can't do essential oils, then the apple and rosemary one, even though it's not strong, it doesn't give that minty feeling, you might want to be careful with as well. But when I tell you, this gets your hair so clean. It gets your hair so clean. I feel like this is probably like the closest you can get to these two on the ground. It's the one on the ground that I have tried that I feel like is the closest to like the overall effect that I get on the hair. Now this does have like the melatonin and the copper tripeptides. Those are for like scalp benefits as well. So this feels really good. Again, no leave behind. It gets everything out. It doesn't leave anything behind. And it has your hair perfectly prepped. All of these shampoos that I just showed you get your hair super duper clean. And so you really only need to use these once a month. Once a month and you're Gucci, okay? If you need, like, if something happens, you put something in your hair that you just can't wash out, you end up in a weird situation, you cannot get your hair clean, then yeah, you may need to clarify again that month. But once a month, all of these are once a month products, once a month staples. All right, now that we're done with our clarifying, let's talk about our moisture shampoos. So moisture shampoos are the shampoos that you're going to use the most. So weekly cleansing is when I use my moisture shampoos. I also always use a moisturizing shampoo after I go in with a clarifying shampoo. Because moisturizing shampoos are formulated with conditioning ingredients that are going to allow you to get the actual hair strand clean while also leaving behind those conditioning agents to help with the moisture balance in your hair. And so you're going to see ingredients like triglycerides. You may see some BTMS in there. You're going to see higher oil contents with a lot of these shampoos. With some of these shampoos, you will see dimethicone and amodimethicone. Silicones are man-made oil. It's just synthetic oil. They all do the same shit. So that is the purpose, right? They're formulated to get your hair clean and to get rid of whatever is there, but they are also formulated to leave something behind. Where clarifiers are formulated to strip the hair, but it's not adding something back. It's not adding something back to coat the hair strand, okay? That is the difference. It's very simple. And so once you clarify, you do want to go in with a moisture shampoo after. Look, I've never had a stylist wash my hair and clarify it and not follow up with a moisture shampoo. And that's been my entire life. Been basically raised by stylists, so I'm just saying. So I do it at home. They do it at the bowl. So that is what I do. I have 7 moisturizing shampoos here that are some of my favorites. And all of these are kind of at different levels. For general maintenance, what you're typically putting in your hair on a regular basis, that should be getting you done. If you have so much buildup in your hair that your moisturizing shampoo isn't doing anything at the end of the week, then there are some other issues that you need to address there. So these are some of my favorites. Some of these are like newer favorites and some of these are older favorites. Let's start with like the staples first. These always in heavy rotation. This Agile Bailment moisturizing shampoo, I've gone through like 3 bottles of this. This is my 4th. I love her. I will always love her. And this is what she's getting down there. The only reason she's not almost empty at this point is because I have found some other things that I have really, really been loving on. But this was kind of like a shift when it came to like the cleansing game. This dispenses almost like a cream. And it gives this really beautiful, rich lather. I love the bailment scent. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love the bailment scent. There's just something comforting about it to me. This feels like a cream going on the hair, but then it like foams up and lathers into this really beautiful, rich, creamy foam. And it does make the hair feel cleansed, but it leaves behind this beautiful base of moisture. Listen, clarifying and then going in with this after you clarify, y'all, shooketh. Your hair will feel so good. So good. This right here is a staple. This is really, really great for me. I really pull this out in the winter because once it gets cold outside, the goal is not to stop washing your hair. You got to keep washing your hair if you want to keep it moisturized. If not, I kind of think of it like if you spill something on your clothes, right? And you put it in the washer, but you don't use anything to adequately remove that, right? And then you put it in the dryer and then you basically burned in the stain. That's kind of what I think of when I think of like just exclusively co-washing and like not actually properly cleansing your hair, because you're just using products that are adding more oil on top of what you already have on your hair, and you're using products that aren't equipped to remove and take away buildup the way that these products are formulated to do. And so you're just baking in all of your buildup, if that makes sense. So I like to make sure that I am continuing to maintain a proper cleansing regimen, whether that's once a month for you or you're someone like me who needs to shampoo once a week. Make sure you're maintaining that cleansing regimen and your hair will be happy, and that is how you are going to maintain that basis of moisture regardless of season. This one right here, if you need a good moisturizing shampoo, yeah, I love her. And then also, I think one of the best products from this collection, it's always going to be the hydration shampoo from Pattern. Always. Can y'all, I'm already right here. I just, okay, well, to be fair, I did fill up like my little travel size and gave it to my guy so he could have it because it worked really, really well on his hair and he really liked how it felt. So I didn't finish all of this on its own. So like I gave away maybe like this much of it, but I've still used a lot of it. But this is still going to last me a pretty long time. This is another one that has a lot of conditioning agents in it. There are a lot of oils in here, coconut oil, there's honey. This one does also have a cone, if I'm right. Yeah, there is amodimethicone like way further down the list. And there's even a little bit of like vegetable protein in here. But this leaves your hair feeling so soft, looking incredibly shiny. It just feels revived. Using this weekly, like in my weekly maintenance, my hair is always really happy. And this also is really beautiful after you use a clarifying shampoo for your once a month clarification. Tracy did her thing when she made this. And you know, I just be sitting here thinking like, these prices about to go up. I don't know if I can afford Tracy no more, but if I can manage to hack it, I absolutely will 100% repurchase. One of my favorite products from Pattern, I feel like I used to be someone that was obsessed with stylers, but now as I've gotten older and like more seasoned in how I treat my hair and love on my hair, a brand really shows themselves when it comes to their cleansing products, because that really is the foundation. And I feel like this one right here, love her, love her, love her. This has really become one of my favorite affordable shampoos, even though I have so many affordable like moisture shampoos that I love. The Honey Treasures one from Garnier is phenomenal. The honey shampoo from the African Pride Moisture Miracle collection is one of my favorites of all time. I'm pretty sure I gave that away to my brother though. That's why I don't have it. But this one right here is up there with them. And this just feels so yummy on the hair. She's separating a little bit, which is crazy because I use her a lot. But this is the moisturizing shampoo from For You by Tia. This gently cleanses and softens with watermelon and Heyyyyy 15. And if you guys haven't watched my review on this collection, you should go watch it. I reviewed this not this past Affordables Week, but last year for Affordables Week. And this utilizes that Heyyyyy 15 complex, which is supposed to kind of like take the place of silicone. It's supposed to mimic the way that silicone plays in the hair. I will tell you this is just so good. And this one, in comparison to the others, I feel like is probably the most gentle out of all the shampoos that I'm showing. Even in comparison to the Adjoa Beauty, like this is really thick. But as far as like cleansers go, I would say that this one still has like the more gentle detergents in there than the others do. It says that it's a rich shampoo that cleanses without stripping essential moisture, and absolutely does. When you use this, it gives like the lightest like foamy whipped cream type of sensation in the hair, and it gets the hair so clean without having to overuse it. This stuff right here is amazing. The conditioner, its companion conditioner is amazing too. But I fell in love with this shampoo just as a base weekly cleansing situation. It gets the hair really clean, but it also adds back such beautiful moisture to the hair. It makes the curls really, really soft and kind of silky in feel. And then it also leaves like a really nice shine in the hair once you rinse this out as well. When I tell you the curls be popping after this, love her. So if you're just looking for something that is really inexpensive, something that's going to be a really solid weekly cleanser, or if you just need like a good solid moisture shampoo to add to like your monthly clarifying cleanse, this one right here, love her, love her. Now I talked about this brand last week, and I was saying how like I didn't expect a lot from it because like it's for the white girls, but I feel like they have a really nice range of products that work really well for thicker, curlier hair types. And the medium shampoo from The Way, I hate that I love her. I hate that I love her. Y'all see, I'm hoarding her. I would absolutely 100% repurchase, but I am hoarding her because she's not cheap. And also like a lot of the other brands I use aren't cheap either, but if Black women own it, I'm gonna buy that first. Like, that's gonna be my priority. I'm sure y'all pick up what I'm putting down. But this right here is so good. Now, this is a thick shampoo. Like, she is thickiana. So this is really, really good to use after you just did a clarifying session. She's so nice. This is really good on like a weekly basis too, if I'm not getting my hair too dirty or I'm not using overly thick products. Like if I'm using stuff that has like a lot of silicone, or just is very, very like butter heavy, like shea butter heavy, stuff like that, this is probably not necessarily always going to be my go-to cleanse, but I really like her. This is another one that also does have some dimethicone in it, so just be aware of that if you care. I do not. I honestly feel like I benefit from it really and truly. And this does have a little bit of keratin in here as well, hydrolyzed keratin, but there are a lot of oils in here. Coconut oil is one of them as well. And there are a lot of different conditioning agents. So this is a really thick shampoo. You do need to make sure you have a lot of water in your hair when you use this. I would say same with the Agave Bailment. Make sure that like your hair is really, really saturated because she's the Kiana. But the lather with this one is like absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. It's so rich and thick. And when you rinse it out of your hair feels almost like you put a conditioner in it. It's kind of mind tricky because your hair feels really clean, but you also kind of feel like you just conditioned it. And I love that, especially if I just finished clarifying my hair and I'm going in with my moisture shampoo. I love this one as a next step after a clarifying. This is really good. If you come across it, you catch it on a really good sale, or shit, even if you catch it in like TJ Maxx or something like that, give her a try. This is really good. I know that there's one for thick hair as well. I don't feel like I need that though. Like I feel like this one right here is the sweet spot for me. And I mean, the Way takes pretty good care of my hair. I have the Way in my hair right now. It's the curl cream that I talked about last week. And my hair is very, very happy. And then these last two are like recent favorites. These are like recent 2025 favorites. I really have like, these have taken over my cleansing routine this year. These are definitely going to be in favorites videos for like the end of the year. The first one, if you love a small family owned business, you guys saw me do a review of her deep conditioners last year. And she did send over the shampoo at the time. She was like still testing it. But she did send it to me like once it was, you know, finished and everything was copacetic. And this is the Lather Creamy Moisturizing and Detangling Shampoo from Lumine. And when I tell y'all, this stuff right here, I have been obsessive with this shampoo. I'm right here on the bottle. And I think I just started using this in like March. I love this stuff. This is just not what you think it will be. This has like that moisture factor of the Bailment, but it's not as thick. It's just such a beautiful formula. It says it cleanses, moisturizes, and detangles. No sulfate, silicones, parabens, formaldehyde, phthalates, mineral oil, or dyes. And this does have aloe vera, niacinamide, and green tea in here. This is so beautiful. Experience the goodness of our creamy moisturizing and detangling shampoo, a true delight for both hair and scalp, enriched with nourishing ingredients. The silky formula effortlessly glides through strands, melting away knots and tangles with ease, while deeply hydrating every inch of your hair. Infused with botanical extracts and vitamins, it not only leaves your hair strands feeling soft, but also promotes scalp health, soothing irritation, and maintaining a balanced environment. Treat yourself to an experience that pampers and revitalizes, revealing beautifully manageable hair and refreshed, happy scalp with every wash. When I tell y'all, this product has given me some of my best wash days and like natural hair weeks. Whenever I use this, my hair, it don't lose moisture. It don't get dry at all. Lately, I have been using my She Sent It Curl Perfection as my clarifier, and then going in with the lather afterward. When I tell you this is so moisturizing, you feel like you don't need conditioner after. But it gets your hair clean. The lather on this is so supple. Like, it's so spa-like. You can detangle with this shampoo easily. I'm not one of those girls that be pulling out my detangling brush and brushing my shampoo through. That's not a trend that I've really subscribed to. You can do that with this though. It feels so good. It feels amazing, and it leaves your strands with this beautiful, I hate to say coating, but like a coating of moisture. It feels like someone took a silk robe and put it over your strands when you rinse this out. No exaggeration. That's how good this feels, especially after you just clarified, y'all. I love her. This might be my top cleanser this year. Like, when I tell you, Luminate hit it out of the park. They're a small family-owned business. Nation is such a sweetheart, so shout out to her for sending this over. But when I tell you, I will be restocking all of my Luminate products with my own money, because I don't tell y'all to buy anything that I don't buy myself. Absolutely will. This is 10,000% worth the money. And last but absolutely not least, I was sleeping on this, y'all. You guys saw me haul these products maybe like a year ago, and I just never really opened them. Some of them I have been opening and like playing with, and I update you guys with them like every now and then, but I haven't done like a full video on, but I need to. The Rich One Moisture Repair Shampoo from Fenty. Yeah. Folks don't talk about this enough for me. I pulled this out because a creator that I follow on TikTok just had like a full-on like fixation with this for a little while, and it just looks so luscious in her hair. And I was like, why have I not opened that and started testing it yet? So I did. And when I tell you, the testing has been elite. This is such a beautiful moisturizing shampoo, perfect for weekly maintenance. I think the only drawback to this is that if you don't like the smell, you know, I actually really love the smell though. It took me a minute to figure out why this smelled familiar to me. And this smells like there's a scent from Montale that I have, Intense Tiare. This smells like a slightly more floral version of Intense Tiare. If you like that type of scent, you'll probably really enjoy this. This is incredibly moisturizing. It lathers beautifully. It says it hydrates, replenishes, and that strong strands start here. Now, if I remember correctly, all of the Fenty products have this whole Replenicor 5 thing going on, which I probably should read up more on that, but it has hydrolyzed rice protein and hydrolyzed vegetable protein in here. So do be aware of that the Fenty products, I think they all have a little bit of protein in them. And I find them to be pretty balancing. Like, they're not like protein treatments. They all just feel really, really balancing. This is so beautiful. Another one that you can detangle in the shower with. It leaves your strands feeling so soft and supple. This one I feel like is another one that's really, really great for that weekly maintenance, where I would probably avoid using the Way one every single week. I would use this one every single week. And this still feels really, really great post clarifying as well. So this is phenomenal. I have been like really just taking my time playing with the Fenty hair products and testing them out, and just, I don't know, I have no desire to be first. Like, I've never really cared about that, but really and truly lately, I really don't care about that. I have no desire to be first. So I've been taking my time with this collection, and I've been having a really good time. So before the end of the year, you guys will get a full review, but do know, I love her, and I want to try their Clear Thinker shampoo, because if this is amazing, I can't wait to see what their clarifier is like. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that this gave you everything you needed to make sure you're kicking off your like cold weather season right. Do not neglect your hair trying to make fetch happen, okay? Part of keeping your hair moisturized is making sure that you are properly cleansing and you have a routine. I will have all of these listed down below. So yeah, you guys let me know, what are some of your favorite clarifying shampoos and what are some of your favorite moisture shampoos? let me know in the comments down below, because your girl always likes to get put on. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.